The feeling of knowing where you want to go, knowing how to move, and the path forward is empowering. In this episode, we will share a framework to help you take action to achieve that state. Japanese culture is known for its blend of tradition and modernity. I'll use three Japanese concepts as the foundation for the framework to guide you in that journey. I am Marcio, a third generation Japanese Brazilian living in California for 30 years, a technology investor, and a professional coach. Let's dive in. Welcome to CareerZCast. Over the years, several concepts from Japanese culture have been imported and adapted in the West to help us achieve more in business and life. Today, I'm focusing on three of those concepts, showing you how to use them to counter feelings of being lost or stuck, and empowering you to start moving forward. Stick around to the end when I will bring the concepts of Ikigai, Kaizen, and Wabi Sabi together into a framework you can use to get clarity, beat procrastination, and find your unique path. Our regular focus on CareerZCast is professional development, but the content of this episode is broader and applies to life outside work as well. So let's go. Ikigai, life purpose through work. Ikigai is arguably the most famous of these concepts in the West. Often translated as purpose in life, it represents a sweet spot aligning different dimensions of happiness. Consider these four circles: what you love, your passion; what you're good at, your excellence; what the world needs, which is your impact; and what you can be paid for, your wealth. The intersection at the center is your Ikigai. Purpose is not about finding a single static destiny. It's a dynamic process of aligning your skills, passions, and value to the world. Many feel lost focusing on one or two circles, chasing money in a miserable job, for example, or taking on passions that the world doesn't need. Ikigai exposes the need to confront all four dimensions. If you lack clarity or direction, Ikigai is your internal compass. It doesn't give you the perfect job title, but it gives you the criteria to experiment and validate whether a job, a project, or even a hobby moves you closer to your fulfillment. It answers the question, where should I go? Kaizen, continuous improvement. Kaizen is the secret to Japanese manufacturing success, and more powerfully, the secret to defeating procrastination and driving continuous growth. It translates to change for the better or continuous improvement. In the West, we often fall into the trap of the big pivot, waiting for the perfect moment or the grand plan. Kaizen rejects this. It teaches that great results come not from radical sudden change, but from making small, sustained incremental changes every single day. If we translate that into a mathematical formula, if you are learning a new language, saving money, or preparing for a career pivot, and commit to advance towards your goal by just 1% a day for 1 year, that's 1.01 to the power of 365, which makes you a surprising 38 times better at the end of the year than when you started. The daily change is so minimal that your brain won't resist it, making consistency inevitable. Over time, those tiny daily improvements compound to deliver surprising results. If you struggle with motivation or feel stuck, Kaizen is your action tool. It turns overwhelming goals and manageable daily steps, driving constant learning and skill development. It answers the question, how do I move forward? Wabi Sabi, the art of impermanence. Wabi Sabi is perhaps the most philosophical of the three. It's an ancient aesthetic and worldview that finds beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness. Think of a broken ceramic plate that has been repaired and put back together with golden lacquer. The golden lines don't make the plate perfect, but they are a signature, making the plate special and unique. In the modern career world, we are constantly chasing perfection. the perfect resume, the perfect presentation, the perfect outcome. This fear of failure and the pursuit of an unattainable ideal is what stops many from even starting. Wabi Sabi offers perspective. It teaches that our journey, with its flaws and unique scars, is what makes us authentic and beautiful. Your nonlinear career path, your unique blend of skills, and your personal struggles aren't weaknesses to be hidden. They are the gold lacquer that make your story truly unique. If you struggle with comparisons or fear of failure, Wabi Sabi is your perspective lens. It liberates you from the pressure of perfection, allowing you to embrace your unique process and find acceptance in the current moment. It answers the question, who should I be? Let's bring it all together. Use Ikigai as your internal compass to drive experimentation and purpose. You can use Kaizen as your action tool, driving growth and learning. And Wabi Sabi works as your perspective lens to find identity and uniqueness. Leverage this framework to conquer procrastination, find clarity of direction, adopt a growth mindset, and find your unique path. Apply it both in work and in life. Let me share a personal example. Engineering always came naturally to me, but I knew I needed to master communication and leadership if I was to grow professionally. I achieved this not through focused short term effort, but through decades of continuous Kaizen, eventually gaining the leadership skills to become a senior leader at Google in California. 2 years ago, while doing well on excellence and wealth at Google, my Ikigai shifted. I felt a strong desire to direct my impact towards enabling the next generation of innovators. This clarity guided my decision to leave my corporate role and become a technology investor and educator. Public speaking has always been a challenge for me. In large companies, I could have relied on others to make me look impeccable. Instead, I embraced my unique accent and language. To my team, my imperfection wasn't seen as a sign of weakness, but a result of overcoming challenges. My lack of polish gave me the reputation for sincerity and authenticity, becoming part of my personal brand as an organizational leader. Imperfection becomes a strength. That's the Wabi Sabi spirit in action. So, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start with your Ikigai. Use that four circle sweet spot to define the direction of your next experiment. Commit to Kaizen. Take one tiny, consistent step towards the experiment every day. And finally, accept the process through Wabi Sabi. Realize that the flaws, the failures, and the slow pace are not signs of weakness, but the unique texture of your eventual success. That's the secret to finding purpose and sustaining achievement over the long term. I hope this discussion was useful and inspiring. CareerZCast offers playlists tailored for students, entrepreneurs, and corporate employees. Please subscribe and explore the content. And I see you in the next episode of CareerZCast.